So if you're watching this video, you are into crypto, and most people that are into crypto, buying altcoins, doing all the good stuff, are going to fail. They're not going to be able to make that much money, and it's pretty much due to the duration that pretty much takes place in a crypto bull cycle, in a cycle in general. And right now, guys, is really the shift in sentiment with the 4-year cycle, price action, pretty much how administrations are looking at Bitcoin, countries, corporations, all different stuff. It's really changing the landscape, but a lot of people, guys, are investing in all different types of assets. There's so many coins being made every day, and as a result, most people are going to be capitulating their bags before we see the huge send for altcoins. Some people are going to sell too early, some people are going to sell too late, and regardless, you know, at the end of the day, most people lose in crypto. And on this YouTube channel, guys, I keep everyone up to date with the day-to-day events, literally from Monday all the way through Sunday, exactly what is going on and what is causing the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and overall the news events that are causing a huge shift in everything that we see. And that's pretty much what I try to do, and I noticed that everyone is super bored with that. Everybody wants to see which altcoin is going to explode next. People want to know the best thing to be buying. Everyone wants to know the next get rich quick scheme and the next pump and dump. And as a result, this is why most people are going to fail in the markets. On my channel, from the start of my first YouTube video, guys, you can see I look completely different in that video, but I show my crypto portfolio and my perspective on kind of what I was doing. And ever since the start of that video, I've learned so much of how liquidity moves, specific indicators to keep up with, charts, price action, analysts, pretty much curating my people that I follow on X, and then from there keeping you guys updated with all that info. But my views have been diminishing like crazy, and it's because, one, a lot of people have already exited the market, people that don't really care about it, and then the people that are still here are pretty much gravitating towards the people that are preaching their narrative. And on this channel, I try to keep it real, and that's why I think I'm gonna start showing you guys the ins and outs of me going to work, doing my day-to-day, while still keeping up with all the crypto markets and showing you guys in day trading and doing all the stuff in between. But I think this is why most people are going to fail in the crypto markets. People cannot, you know, stay satiated with a specific perspective and pretty much just keep learning from that path and keep progressing. People just want to jump to this and jump to that and jump to this, and as a result, they miss out on the full progression on trying to progress in crypto. And within the cycle, guys, I'm gonna throw a chart up here just showing you guys the progression within cycles and the huge rips that we see. It takes a lot of time, and as a result, people are buying, they're selling, they're sitting, they're waiting, they get bored, something happens in their life, they have to sell their whole portfolio, and then from there everything just kind of, you know, runs full circle. And this is why most people fail in the markets. But on this channel, from the start of whenever I was still learning price action, in my car just shooting exactly, you know, on my lunch break, how I felt about the markets, what I was seeing, the scams, the pumps, the dumps, and all that information. And now I give you guys more internal information about the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the news events that have an effect on everything. And this is where I'm trying to be real with y'all. I want to switch up my content style so that I can be more, I guess, interceptive with everyone, and everyone actually feels engaged with what I'm talking about. Because I guess me just being real, you know, in my new apartment, I'm actually progressing from my old studio, living with my dad, and now, you know, with my brothers, living in a 3-story townhome, doing my own thing. Like, everything is just freaking awesome, but no one really cares about that. And I want to be able to show the progression so people can understand how it would look for other people. I know a lot of people want to buy crypto. That's the whole reason why people are buying crypto, to, you know, progress, to get further, to make money, and hopefully fuel something else that you want in life. Over there, you guys can see my guitars. I actually want to be a musician as well, and, you know, make my own music, do covers. Also want to do a podcast. There's a whole bunch of stuff I want to freaking do, but I know crypto is going to be one of the things that sets me free. It's going to be one of the things that allows me to make a lot of money. And documenting everything on this YouTube channel is another way of monetizing my life and showing everyone what's possible. With all that being said, though, that's pretty much my correlation to, you know, crypto, you know, information, and why I think a lot of people fail as well. People aren't willing to stick with something and keep moving towards something. Everyone gets bored and wants to jump to that next thing. It fails. They jump to the next thing, and sooner or later, you're, you know, chasing your tail, and you're never really getting anywhere. So on this channel, I want to start switching up the perspective to give you guys all the day-to-day information, the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, the news events that have an effect on the market, what you can be anticipating in the next few weeks, but also mixing a little bit of Playboy G and pretty much what I do on my day-to-day. Pretty much go to work, learn about, you know, the crypto markets, work on my 2001 Mazda Miata, walk my dog, I work out, I cook, I do all these different things, guys, but you guys only see one portion of it, and I want to be someone different on YouTube that's revolved around crypto as well. So if that interests you, I mean, by all means, drop me a comment, like, subscribe, and also just understand, you know, one of the main reasons why people fell in the markets is just because they're not willing to stick with something and keep progressing with it. I know a lot of people in the space have, you know, round trip themselves, whether they bought a position, it deviated super low, and then you exited that position, or you pretty much were in the wrong position, removed those gains, and now you're down a little bit more. But you got to be willing to stay with your progression and your decisions and pretty much see where you win and where you lose so that you can keep progressing. But if you just keep on, you know, losing and then try to jump to the next thing and then lose again and then just keep on hoping for the next best thing, it's not going to happen. And on this channel, I want to show you guys exactly, you know, the truth behind everything and how that progression looks. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I keep you guys updated with the day-to-day events, price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, and overall everything you need to be aware of around crypto so that you can understand when altcoins are going to get the liquidity that they need. That's the whole reason why I'm invested in crypto, guys, for altcoins to pump up and make us some crazy gains by investing in the right assets. At the end of the day, none of this is financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey, showing you guys what's possible. And I know sooner or later, whenever I am seeing my skyline view and I'm chilling in my Porsche and everything is just, you know, freaking nice, I'm gonna come back to this video and show you guys the whole reason why, you know, it's super important to stick with something and why most people fail. But to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned, stay committed, do not capitulate your bags, wait for liquidity to move, understand everything that you can, and just keep progressing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I drop day-to-day content. Let's make a switch to the content to make it more interesting. Peace.